Welcome back friends. In this video we are going to discuss about tRNA, the adapter molecule. So as you all know that RNA are three different types: tRNA, rRNA, mRNA. So mRNA means messenger RNA, which carries information from the DNA. So that message will be transferred into protein molecules through translation. So as well as this rRNA will be helping in the structural component of ribosome and also acts as a catalyst like enzyme during the processes. And then this tRNA acts as transfer molecule, transfer DNA. So transfer means what? It will be transferring something. What it is transferring means amino acids. So based on the sequence present in the mRNA, this tRNA will be reading the sequence of the mRNA and it will be coming and attaching the amino acids to the molecule during protein synthesis. So as you all know, in the previous session I have told you about this mRNA structure, the codon, genetic code. You will be having three bases together form a single codon. So you can see here, imagine the mRNA, for example, A, U, G, G, U, C, like that, codons will be there. So these three will be forming one codon. Next three will be the second codon. So it will be going on like this. So imagine this as mRNA. Now what happens? This codon, for example, AUG codes for what? AUG codes for methionine amino acid. So what happens? The tRNA, imagine this as tRNA. This tRNA will be reading the sequence of the mRNA like this. So while reading, what will happen? So this sequence produces what? The amino acid called methionine. So what happens? Imagine this is amino acid. Imagine this is amino acid. Amino acid will be attached to the tRNA and it will be reading the sequence. This amino acid will be attached there. So this is the process will be taking place during the protein synthesis. So I will be explaining very detail in that session. So this is about idea about the codon. Now coming into the tRNA. So the double-stranded DNA will be there. From the DNA will be tRNA will be produced with the help of enzyme called as polymerase 3. You can see here polymerase, RNA polymerase 3 will be helping in the formation of tRNA molecule. So it will be the single stranded, RNA will be in the single stranded format, whereas DNA will be double stranded. So this is 5' to 3'. So always RNA will be produced from 5' to 3' direction only. So this is the newly formed tRNA molecule. This is like primary structure. Okay. Now what happens? This primary structure will be converted into secondary structure and then converted into tertiary structure, which becomes active tRNA, that is compact tRNA. Now when it becomes into the secondary structure, it will be like this. You can see here, it will be folded like this and it forms a secondary structure. You can see here, this is the 5' end, UAC. You can see here, UAC. So this is a single strand. So that single strand will be bended, that will be folding and forming the structure like this. So this structure is called as clover leaf structure. When you see here now, it is like clover leaf. We have been using the food materials, right? Clover. So the clover leaf will be there. So it will be like this, right? So clover leaf. So inverted position, I can see the clover leaf. So it looks like clover leaf. So it is called as clover leaf structure of the tRNA molecule. It is a secondary structure. So the bases will be going on like this. So coming into the structure, you can see here, this is 5' and this is 3'. So 3' is here, right? So this 3' will be coming here. It will be going on and it will be ending here. So this is the structure. So in this structure, the 3' end, this 3' will consist of what? Always OH will be there. In 5' will be having what? Phosphate group will be there. So where will be the amino acid attached? So always the 3' the OH will be free for forming bonds. Okay, there only will be accepting. So only it is called as what? Acceptor arm. So what happens? The newly coming amino acid will be attached to the 3' end of the tRNA molecule. It will not be attached to the 5' end. In need point of view, they can ask question in this way. So you have to keep in mind. So 3' end only will be having what? Amino acid will be going and binding. So only it is called as acceptor arm. You can see here acceptor arm. There only amino acid will be going and attaching. And then coming here on loop is the right. So this loop is called as TC loop, TUC. Okay, what is the T? Thymine will be there because Usually in RNA you cannot find this thymine, whereas in tRNA rarely you can see this thymine, because thymine you can find only in DNA. So in RNA you cannot find thymine. Instead of thymine you will have what? Uracil will be there. Whereas in case of here in tRNA you can find thymine accidentally. Rarely you can see thymine. So here you can see thymine will be there on this U. So U will be like this, and slash you can put like this. What it that means? You can see a pseudouridine. What means pseudouridine? Usually the uracil. Okay, what will happen? Uracil will be attached to the what? Ribose sugar. As you all know, this base, this is a nitrogen base. It will be attached to the ribose sugar, and this ribose sugar will be attached to the phosphate to form nucleotide. So this uracil will be attached to the ribose sugar with the help of glycosidic bond. That bond will be found between nitrogen and carbon. Whereas in the pseudouridine, what will happen now? The bond will be found between carbon and carbon. Nitrogen and carbon bonding will not be there. So only it is called as pseudouridine. Carbon-carbon bonding. So only it is called as pseudouridine. It is not original uridine. It is like isomer of uridine. So only pseudouridine. So this denotes the pseudouridine and cytosine. So in this form you can find this will be always will be there. So only it is called as what? TUC loop. TUC means what? Thymine, pseudouridine and cytosine. So that loop is called as TUC loop. And then coming here you can see small projection link. Okay, so this projection is called as variable arm. So this will be keep on changing. Okay, so it is called as variable arm. It is not like permanent. It will be keep on changing the bases. So it is called as variable arm. And then coming down here, it is called as anticodon loop. So before coming to here, I will be explaining here. Okay, if you see here, one more loop is here. This loop is called as D loop. Why it is called as D loop? You can see here, dihydrouridine will be there. You can see here, right? So D is there. What is by that? So in this case, you will be having DD. What that means? Dihydrouridine. So in the uridine, the pyrimidine structure will be there, right? The pyrimidine structure, the pyrimidine rings will be there, right? So in the pyrimidine ring, uracil will be there. Will be having what? The double bonds will be present in the ring actually. So what happens in the dihydrouridine? Extra two hydrogen molecules, extra two hydrogen atoms will be added, so that the pyrimidine uracil, that uracil will be having two extra hydrogen. So extra hydrogens are there, so there will not be any double bond. Double bonds will be absent in the ring, pyrimidine ring, uracil ring. So only it is called as dihydrouridine. Di means two. So two hydrogen atoms will be added in the uracil. So it becomes dihydrouridine. So the dihydrouridine you can find only here. So only it is called as D loop or D arm. So this is like this is acceptor arm, variable arm. This is called as TUC loop. This is called as what? D loop. So this is the main portion here. You can see here. So this is the anticodon loop. So in mRNA what you have, is that right? This is called as codon. So this is called as what? Anticodon. Anticodon will be always will be what? Pairing, complementary to each other. For example, this tRNA consists of what? CGG. CGG means this tRNA where it will binding to the complementary base. What will be complementary base for CGG? So instead of opposite to C will be what? So you will be having G. So G will be having C and G will be C. So this is the codon. So in the mRNA, if there is any sequence, any codon will be like GCC. What will happen? This tRNA will go and bind in this location like this. So what will happen? So the amino acid coded by this codon will be carried by this tRNA and it will be transported, that will be transferred to the location. So only it is called as transfer RNA. So for each and every codon, I said no 64 codons. So in the 64 codons, 3 will be stop codons. For stop codons, there is no tRNA molecule. Only for 61 codons you have amino acids, right? So only for 61 codons will be having what? tRNAs. And specific initiator codon has it, right? For AUG means initiator codon. So specific initiator tRNA also will be present for that. So this tRNA will be helping in transferring the amino acids. So this is called as anticodon loop. For each and every codon will be having anticodon loop. For example, the codon is AUG. So how the tRNA of this particular codon will be? So here you will be having what? So A is the right. So it will be A and here it will be E and then C. So UAC will be the anticodon for this initiator molecule. So like that, all the codons will be having anticodon loop. So this is the structure of tRNA. It is called as adapter. It will be adapting. It will be adapting the amino acid as well as going and joining with the mRNA, right? So it is called as what, adapter molecule. And the secondary structure will be clover leaf. Then the compact tertiary structure, it will be looking like inverted L shape. You can see here the 5' end will be here. It will be compactly packed, and that is a highly complicated structure. So this looks like inverted L. You can see here. So it will be like this. So inverted L shape. So from this point also they will be asking need from point of view. So secondary structure looks like clover leaf model, and the tertiary structure looks like inverted L model. On how many arms are there? These are all the kinds of questions they can ask from the tRNA adapter molecule. So in the upcoming session I will be discussing about how this tRNA will be activated and how it will be going involving in the initiation process of the protein synthesis, that is translation. Thank you friends, thank you for watching this video.